Adrienne Gavard of Blue Grouse Wine Cellars, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about a project that we worked on in collaboration with Atlanta Wine Cellars, and this project of course was in Atlanta, Georgia. Now this was a relatively small wine cellar, but it provides quite a lot of wine storage and packs a huge design punch. Atlanta Wine Cellars did a fantastic job with the design of this cellar. There's 3 different types of racking here. We have our float wine racking system on the right wall. We have our VINdustry wine pegs mounted into the back wall over the counter. And then of course, all of the custom millwork that was beautifully done by Atlanta Wine Cellars. You can see in this photo all of the diamond bin storage that really provides for a good capacity. You can get a lot in each of the bins when the bottles don't have their own individual slots. That's great when you're collecting wine by the case especially. And then they have a nice countertop on the back wall which allows the client to display decanters or other items. It's also a great place to sort wine when you're putting it into your wine cellar or taking it out. And then of course we have the integrated LED lighting, which of course doesn't emit any heat in the wine cellar and really brings it alive and really showcases all of the bottles and the different design elements. Zooming in here on the back wall to our VINdustry wine pegs. These were done 2 bottles deep in the milled aluminum finish. We also offer these in black and 1 or 3 bottles deep. In the milled aluminum, they have light gray rubber rings that just help grip and secure the bottle. These VINdustry wine pegs were installed directly through the face of the millwork, so it makes it much more flexible. For example, if you already have a finished millwork wall, then you can install from the front, as opposed to some peg systems where you have to have access to the back of the panel to screw a bolt from there. On the right side wall, you can see our float wine racking system. This is a high tension cable system mounted floor to ceiling. Of course, you have to have good solid structural backing to make sure that that is securely installed. So Atlanta Wine Cellars made sure to do this when preparing the space. This float wine racking was done with an upgraded colored glass cradle. In this case, it's the light gray color. The standard would just be clear. All of the hardware comes standard as a satin chrome finish, and the cradles are quite flexible in the bottle sizes that they can accommodate. In this cellar, you can see that the client has a few different sizes of bottles. So we've got some Bordeaux shapes, some Burgundy, some other. This system can actually accommodate magnums as well. The attention to detail in this wine cellar is really quite impressive. In working with Caroline at Atlanta Wine Cellars, she wanted to make sure that all of the bottles lined up on the same horizontal plane. So you'll notice from the back wall with the VINdustry pegs to the right wall with the float wine racking that all of the bottles are lined up with each other, so it flows nicely around the room and is very pleasing to the eye. And here's a final view of the wine cellar, just so you can kind of see how it looks overall within the home. To the right is the client's dining room, and that's what the window looks onto. There's also beautiful clear frameless glass doors for accessing the cellar, and of course to provide more view into the wine cellar. If you like what you've seen here, and perhaps you are interested in our minimalist modern wine racking solutions, either for your own home wine cellar project or display, or maybe you're a wine cellar designer interested in becoming a dealer for our wine racking systems, please feel free to reach out to us.